back to the Bearcat Sports Network, brought to you by Pinnacle Bank. We are here with the boys varsity game, and here's your starting lineup for the Norfolk High School Panthers. As a junior, number 1, Colson Barrett. Number 2, junior, Easton Sullivan. Number 13, sophomore, Chase Swanson. Number 15, a junior, Tanner Eisenhower. And number 20, senior, Jack Borgman. And here's your starting lineup for the Kearney High Bearcats. Number 0, standing at 5'10", a junior, Carter Lee. A senior standing at 6'4", Jack Dahlgren as your number 1. Number 5, a senior, 6'1", Traven Beckman. Number 11, a junior standing at 6'5", Asher Endorf. And number 44, a sophomore standing at 6'4", Ben Johnson. Now, this is a big game for the Bearcats here. The Norfolk Panthers are a 2-10 team. And the Kearney Bearcats are a 10-4 team, and they've been on quite a stretch here, and we could see major improvements from this Kearney High team. Norfolk boys having a rough season, but you know, both teams could play differently than they have been than last couple games. Here we go. And the starting tip-off in the circle, we got number 44, Ben Johnson, and number 20, Jack Borgen. And here we go for the Bearcat basketball. Bearcats coming away with the tip. Jack Dahlgren pushing the floor. Back to the top of Carter Lee. Lee passing to Ben Johnson. Johnson driving the lane. Johnson out to Lee. Lee to Endorf. Endorf to Dahlgren. Jack to Traven. Traven to Carter. Carter looking for a foul. Could not go. And it stays here with the Bearcats. Number 0, Lee inbounding. To Endorf. Lee put back up for his 2, and it goes. Chase Swanson pass inbounding. Number 2, Easton Sullivan. 4, pushing the floor. Trap from Bearcats. Almost forced a steal. And there's a foul. Oh, over a 10-second call on the Panthers. Lee taking a top key to Endorf. Endorf to Johnson. Johnson with his 3. In and out. Swanson pushing the floor, driving to the lane. And a jump ball. And it'll stay with Norfolk. Sullivan on the inbound. Out to Eisenhower. Eisenhower passes to Barrett. Barrett to Swanson. Barrett to Sullivan. Sullivan drives the lane looking for a pass. Barrett, his 2 will go. Endorf to Lee. Lee pushing the floor to Johnson. Johnson to Endorf back out to Johnson. Looking for an open pass, cannot find it to Beckman. Jack Dolgan with his 2, it'll go. Swanson. Pass to Sullivan, Sullivan. Back to Barrett. Pardon me. Back to Swanson. Back to Barrett. Barrett looking for the open. To Eisenhower, Eisenhower to Borgman. Borgman to Sullivan. Steal by Johnson by a bad pass. Slowing the pace down to Jack, to Endorf. To Beckman. To the top of the key. To Beckman. Beckman's 3. That'll go. His 3 will go. And that was 7-2 Bearcats with a 5-point lead. They're looking for a press. Borgman. Barrett with the drive in the lane. Kick out. Eisenhower with this 3. It'll go. Now it is 7-5. Bearcats up by 2. Traven with his response. Will not go. Eisenhower with the rebound. He'll push to the 4. To Barrett. For an open pass to Borgman. To Sullivan. Then to Swanson. Swanson. His shot will not go and rebounded by Traven. Beckman. The 5. To the top of the key. Lee. Back to Lee. To Johnson. Back to Lee. Down low to Jack. Open 3. Will not go. And they're out of bounds call. We got 2 substitutions, one for Traven Beckman, one for Asher Endorf. Coming in for them is number 34, Justin Murray, and number 2, Colt Straka. Lead to Dahlgren. Dahlgren, his 2 won't go. And Norfolk made a few substitutions as well as the Bearcats, along with the Bearcats. Looking for a pass. Swanson. Owens. Gonna go toward the Bearcats as Borgman tried to get it off Lee. Back out to Johnson. Johnson with this 3. That'll go. It is 10-5 Bearcats. Looking to get over half court. Owens. Back to Sullivan. Sullivan. His 2 won't go. And Murray and Straka fighting over the rebound. Murray coming up with it. Johnson. His 3. That'll go. 13-5. Ben Johnson with 6 in the last 30 seconds. Quite a change of pace. What a read by Ben Johnson. There's a foul on the play by Ben. Johnson leads the team with 6. Close behind is Traven Beckman with 3. Foul on the play. Number 0 leaves first. Sullivan taking the 4. This will be pass. Swinging. Trying to find a shot toward the lane. And his 2 will go. And Eisenhower's 2 will go. Lee to Johnson. Back to Lee. Back to Johnson. Back to Lee. Back to Johnson. To Jack. To Lee. Lee's three. That's off. Barrett. Loose ball. Back to Eisenhower. It's up top. His three will go. Hendershot with his three. It will go. It is now 13-10. Bearcats up by 3. Lee, top of the key. Murray looking low. Low back to Straka. Straka blocked by Owens. Owens receiving the pass back up. And there's a timeout on the floor. That's a 30-second timeout, and we will be back with the break.
There's no place quite like our middle of everywhere. We're the bank that'll help you celebrate everything it brings. Because we're more than a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
Blocked by Beckman to Johnson. To Straka. Straka looking to Endorf. Endorf pushing the baseline. His reverse lay. There's a foul on Owens. And he will go to the line for 2. To shoot 2. Endorf's first will go. Straka coming in for Ben Johnson. Endorf with his second shot. And it'll go. Bearcats lead 15-10 with 1:30 left in the half, in the quarter. Bearcats coming up with the trap. Swinging. Bearcats with a very active defense, and it is good to see that they came out with some energy along with the Panthers. Endorf coming up with the bad pass. Lee. Jack wanted to push the forward there. Back to Beckman. Beckman to the corner. Straka. Endorf up top the key. To Beckman. 14 left on the clock. Back to Johnson. Or back to Dahlgren. Dahlgren with his 2. It's a light touch. Will not go. Shot clock matched up with run some clock. They're looking to Panthers are looking to close the lead. Now stop. Down baseline. Dahlgren. And blocking foul. And 1 for Jack Dahlgren. He will go to lunch to shoot his 1. Let's see if he can make it a 3-point play. Owens coming in for Barrett. Dahlgren misses his one for the 3-point. Okay. Owens has to chuck up a shot, and it will not go. And we are going to put you on the floor to Mitchell Brandt with the first quarter update.
It's a good, strong message of optimism. They've stressed the three-point defense when it comes to Norfolk currently. For Kearney, it's just been take your good shots, take a deep breath. You've got the lead, keep getting good opportunities. Kearney's happy with where they're at right now.
Thank you, Mitchell, for that. I appreciate that, and we will come to you after the break. This is Bearcat Sports Network, brought to you by Pinnacle Bank.
Well, oh, my dreams are sweet.
Life is about waking up to a brand new dream. We're the local bank that's with you, wherever it leads. Because we're more than a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank.
Back to Bearcat Sports Network, brought to you by Pinnacle Bank. Bearcats start off the ball with it's 17-10. Bearcats leading the second quarter. Bearcats working their way around the three-point line. Panthers playing some good defense. Traven Beckman, his three will not go. Rebounded by Borgman. Borgman back up to Sullivan. Sullivan looking for a chance. Trap. Borgman. Back to Swanson. Swanson. And it is a charge call on the play by Swanson. Trying to get that look that foul. I mean, that's a tough look, especially when the defender is set up. Dahlgren to Lee. We will be bringing it up the court. Panthers introducing a new defense. Bringing back to 2-3, but giving a little pressure on the half-court line. Ooh. Traven wanted the oop to Ben Johnson. It was super close, but there was a foul on the play, I believe. Look like Panthers trying to break the press. Cannot. To come up with a jump. And that will stay here with the Bearcats. Pardon me, Panthers. Off of Barrett. Hold on. There is a miscommunication between the refs. I'm guessing they either said the shot clock didn't start, or
I don't know.
Or
some sort of.
I'm guessing it's some sort of time issue.
I don't know.
Time or ball?
I feel like this always happens with boys.
Well, yeah.
It's like one person has another call, one has the other.
I thought it went off of Swanson, but it went off Dahlgren, and they are going to keep it with the Panthers. But after this call, it looks like it will be a time issue. So they are going to share. The shot clock did not reset, so they are going to restart the play. Swanson to Sullivan. He's pushing the court. Look at the press court after half court. There you go. Eisenhower, top of the key. Borgman trying to push the lane. Sullivan making his rounds. Swanson. Pass to Barrett. Barrett, his two won't go. Ben Johnson's now pushing the floor. Dish to Endorf. Endorf with his two. And he gets his two going with 4 points.
Ooh.
What a read by Endorf.
Oh.
Lee with his three. Too flat. Won't go. Back to Dahlgren. Beckman's three. His three won't go. And that is out. On Borgman. It will stay here. Owens checks in for Eisenhower. Straka checks in for Beckman. Ben Johnson, his three. It will go. He now has 9. Leads the boys with 9. And Endorf and Dahlgren.
Ooh.
Blocking foul on Ben Johnson. Johnson with his second. Murray coming in for Johnson. Owens, top of the key. Borgman with his three. His three off. The Rowdies really like to see that shot.
I love our rowdy section.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Rowdy is supposed to do.
So tiny, but so good.
Yep. Small but mighty. That's what we say.
It's the support that matters.
Yep. Lee, top of the key. To Shaka. Back to Lee. Lee to Murray. Murray to Lee. Down low to Jack Dahlgren. Top of the key to Lee. His three.
Ooh.
Rebound. Murray. Murray kick out to Dahlgren. His three. His three will not go. Rebound Owens. Back to Borgman. Borgman looking for Sullivan. Sullivan caught up in traffic. Back to Barrett. Foul on the play, number 33, Owens. His second.
Looks like, I believe we're taking a timeout. All right.
And there's a timeout
We're
on
going
the
to take
floor.
that timeout with them. This is Bearcat Sports Network, brought to you by Pinnacle Bank.
There's no place quite like our middle of everywhere. We're the bank that'll help you celebrate everything it brings. Because we're more than a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
Welcome back to the Bearcat Sports Network, brought to you by Pinnacle Bank. The
Bearcats lead 22-10 in the second period of 4 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock.
Lee pass off to Johnson. Johnson to Dahlgren. Dahlgren to Johnson. Johnson back to Dahlgren. Looking for the low spot. Ben Johnson with another three. Traven with the rebound, and it is off the Bearcats. Traven disagreeing with that call. I mean, caught up in traffic, it's kind of tough. Sullivan, top key. To Swanson. Swanson trying to find a spot. Back out to Eisenhower. Eisenhower. To Sullivan. Sullivan to Borgman. Borgman. To Hendershot. Shot has to go up. And it is off. Rebound by Johnson. Kind of a tough play for Eisenhower. Looking for an open. Back out, kick out to Beckman. Beckman with his three. It'll not go. Tip back in. Johnson with the rebound, fighting through traffic. And there's a foul on the play. And it is number 1, Colson Barrett, with his first. The foul is on the floor. Up top high key to Beckman. Beckman to Johnson. Johnson wanted that three. To Dahlgren. Dahlgren to Lee. Lee to Endorf. Endorf driving the lane with his two. Almost not going, but slow roller. His two. He goes with 6. Eisenhower taking up the court. Back to Sullivan. To Swanson. Swanson kicks out to the corner. His and Hendershot's three does not go. Dahlgren kick out to Lee. Lee top key back to Dahlgren. Dahlgren Endorf. Bearcats moving the ball with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Trying to get a play going. To Dahlgren, bad pass tipped, and it'll be to Borgman. Borgman to the three-point line, his three, and it'll go. Swanson with his three. He is now on the board. 24-13, Bearcats lead by 11. To Dahlgren. Dahlgren foul with the and one. That was on Brent Hendershot. Number 9, it was on number 1. Easton Sullivan. 2 subs come in for Beckman and Johnson. Colt Straka and Justin Murray. Dahlgren with his shot. And he does not convert. Blocked by Endorf. Good defense by him. Bearcats still sticking with the press. And it is seemed to be working as Lee chases the ball down to be picked out of bounds. Eisenhower. In a trap situation. They could go through Borgman. Sullivan blocked by Dahlgren.
Ooh.
Bad pass by Lee. One-on-one. Good transition. Swanson. Just never seem to get that name down. I don't know why. How many times he's gotten the ball. Swanson wanted the three. Bodied Lee. Lee. And then Murray coming up with the rebound. Straka pushing the court. Murray going up strong. Murray with his two. He gets on the board to join the team. 28-13. What an effort by Colt Straka. Good defense. And it is a 10-second violation, forcing the turnover. Bearcats having good defenses this quarter. Ben Johnson coming in for Colt Shaka. My bad. No apologies. A little mix up between coaching. Johnson starts with the ball up top, back to Lee. Burning Lee's just up top key, burning time. As they are up 15 against the Panthers. Murray shoots one to Dahlgren for a bullet. Dahlgren with a tough two with the defender in his face. And then will now go for short time blocked by Lee as time will run out. And we will.
We'll be right back with the Dance Cats and the Dancing Moms.
Dancing Dads.
And
This is Bearcat Vision.
Bearcat Sports
Yeah,
Network.
sorry, that's our
brought
class.
to you by Pinnacle Bank. We'll be right back.
Probably, that's what I would do.
okay. Am I mute? Okay.
No, you're not muted. Yeah, no, you're chilling. Welcome back to Bearcat Sports Network, and we're going to put you to the floor with.
You guys came off somewhat pretty successful here in that first half. What are some of those key factors you hope to bring along here in the second half?
In the first quarter, they kind of started making some threes there towards the end. I think they had 10 points at one point, and all 3 of them were threes and a free throw. The second quarter obviously came out a lot better regarding the three-point line and held them 3 points in total, which was huge. They only scored 3 points in that whole entire second quarter, that's a big plus for us.
Offensively, who will be your big key factors you believe this half?
We'd like to say that all 5 can go out and play and be shot ready, especially if they're in that zone. We got 5 capable shooters that can be able to stretch the floor. We're not shooting as good as we have been in the past. We're 4 for 15 from 3, and Ben has 3 of them, so that tells you one thing. Hopefully he can get out, some other people can kind of step up and make some perimeter shots, but obviously we'll run through Ben and Jack as much as we can, but we like all 5.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
We'll be back with the rest of the second half action here in just a bit.
Welcome back to the Bearcat Sports Network, brought to you by Pinnacle Bank. Switching sides at the half. Dahlgren with his 2 cannot go. Swanson back to top of the key, looking for a pass. No one's open at the moment. Back to Borgman to Barrett. Barrett to Eisenhower. Eisenhower to Borgman taking his 2, and it'll go. Jack Dahlgren pushing the floor. Benny drives the lane. His 2 is good. Full court press again because it was working for the Bearcats. Swanson at the corner, driving toward the lane, looking for an inside pass. Picked up by Ben Johnson. Lee's 3, and it'll go. His is good. Lee now has 11. 5, my bad. Way off. Swanson fakes the shot, and his 2 will not go. Borgman with a second chance, and it does go. Lee pushing the floor, making a couple moves. Top to Endorf, Endorf back to Lee. Lee to the corner of Endorf. Looking to a low pass. And Trey Beckman's 2 will go, 37-17. Bearcats up by 20 with 6 minutes left in the quarter. Bearcats back with the trap. And there's a 10-second violation on the Panthers. Cannot get it across half court. And it'll be a turnover. Johnson taking the top spot. Passes to Endorf. Endorf to Lee. Lee to Straka. Straka making a couple moves, looking for a pass. Back. Passes to Endorf. Endorf to Johnson. Johnson trying to call a play here. He goes toward baseline. He wants a cutter. Back to top of the key with Dahlgren. Dahlgren to Johnson. Johnson to Dahlgren. Dahlgren looking for his two. Light touch, and it does go with his floater. Jack Dahlgren now has 10. Playing a tough D here. Okay, let's kick out. Kick out to Eisenhower. Eisenhower drop to the lane. Puts a little body into Lee. Lee, good defense. Endorf coming up with the rebound. Loses the ball at half court. Back to the Panthers' size. Endorf, top of the key. Barrett. Steal by Straka. Straka pushing the floor to Endorf. Endorf back to Straka. Johnson with his two. It will go. Johnson has 13, leads the team with 13. With Jack Dahlgren close behind. Swanson with this three will not go. Picked up by Ben Johnson. He pushes the lane. It is a tough go. Straka stuck in the corner. Back down to Johnson. Johnson to top to keep Dahlgren. Dahlgren. Then Johnson's three. It'll be off. What a pickup by the tangle up by Straka. Trying to grab the loose ball. And Ian Piper comes in for Lee. Murray coming for Endorf. Coach Baronic just talking, slow it down a little bit. Getting a little bit quick on the passes. Trying to look too much open. Borgman. Borgman to Swanson. Swanson trying to find a lane space. Back kick out to Sullivan, my bad. His three, it'll go. It is now 41-20, and we have a timeout on the floor. And we will be back after a short break. Brought to you by Bearcat Sports Network and
This is Bearcat Sports Network, brought to you by Pinnacle Bank.
Sunny day, we got some time to stay. Hey, 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 and everything's okay. It's a sunny day, we got some time to stay. Hey, 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 and everything's okay. It's a sunny day, we got some time to stay. Hey, 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 and everything's okay.
Welcome back to the Bearcat Sports Network, brought to you by Pinnacle Bank. Tripping up on my own words. Apparently I can't speak tonight.
Bearcats lead 41-20. 3 minutes and 28 seconds on the clock.
Tasha doing a little more speaking than she's normally used to because I keep tripping up.
Hey. Just have your back.
Yeah. Dahlgren passes to Piper. Piper. Murray.
Ooh.
fighting for the ball. Piper deep three. And there's a foul on the play on number 33, Owens. His third. Owens getting in a little foul trouble. Straka's shooting his two. His first one does go, rolls in. Panthers making a couple substitutions. Swanson for Barrett. Barrett for Swanson. And Eisenhower coming in a low spot. Colts 2. Second shot does go in. And then Bearcats are making substitution. Ben Johnson for Jack Dahlgren. And Carter Lee for Ian Piper. Three minutes left on the clock. Bearcats still with the press. Pass back out to Owens. Owens to the corner. Barrett, his three will not go. Loose ball. Straka picks it up. Murray on the run.
Shoot.
Murray absolutely fumbles it back there. I'm sorry, but Eisenhower's two won't go either. Loose ball on the floor. And that will go toward the Panthers. Swanson, top of the key, pass out to Borgman. Borgman back to the top to Swanson. Swanson swinging to Barrett. Barrett back to Swanson. Swanson looking for a shot, trying to find the open man. Eisenhower, his two. It'll go. Endorf. To Beckman. Beckman. Lee to Beckman. Beckman to Lee. Back to Lee. Back to Johnson. Johnson. Back to Lee. Lee putting one up for him. Wanted the oop. Pushing the floor was Swanson. His two could not go, and Ben Johnson comes up with the board. Ben Johnson, his three. Set up, nice shot. Cannot go. Eisenhower taking the ball up, looking to Borgman. Borgman. Out looking to Eisenhower. Trying to find the open man. He does, and Borgman's two will go. Borgman with 6 on the board. 43-24. Bearcats up by 19. Lee to Johnson. Johnson to Lee. Lee to Dahlgren. Dahlgren to Johnson. Johnson to Lee. Lee pushes lane. Kicks back out to Beckman. Beckman his three. It will not go. Rebound by Eisenhower. Eisenhower pushes the floor. Back to Borgman. Borgman his three. It is short. Gets his own rebound. Gets for the second chance, and it does go for two. Lee. Back to the corner, top corner. Trying to set up a play. Also burning time down with just 5 seconds left in the third period. They're swinging, trying to get that last shot. And Lee, his three does not go. And we will be back to the Bearcat and Panthers game after the break.
This is Bearcat Sports Network, brought to you by Pinnacle Bank.
Well, all my dreams are sweet.
Life is about waking up to a brand new dream. We're the local bank that's with you, wherever it leads, because we're more than a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank.
back to Bearcat Sports Network, brought to you by Pinnacle Bank. We are just starting the fourth period. Bearcats 43, Panthers 26. And the Panthers will start off with the ball. Sullivan, top of the key to Borgman. Looks like we've changed it up a bit. Borgman with his 2, it will go against tough defense with Jack Dahlgren on his back. Top of the key is Carter Lee. For pass down low. Dahlgren kick out to Beckman. Trying to find a 3. Dahlgren his 3. It'll go. Jack has matched Ben Johnson with 13 apiece. Slip up. Borgman wanted a 3. Looked like he wanted a 3. Eisenhower with his 3. It is way off. Down low is Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson trying to create space. His 2 does not go. Sullivan. Swanson trying to move. Barrett, his 3 does not go. Just a slightly off right. Colt Straka at the scores table, ready to check in. Endorf on the cut. Down low. Johnson, or Dahlgren to Johnson. Johnson to Endorf. Endorf to Dahlgren. Endorf his 3. Just weak. And there's a foul on the play on Carter Lee. He's not liking that call. He thought he caught all ball. 2 shots for Eisenhower. And Bearcats with a timeout. And we will be right back. This is Bearcat Sports Network, brought to you by Pinnacle Bank. Welcome back to the Bearcat Sports Network, brought to you by Pinnacle Bank. Tanner Eisenhower is at the line, about ready to shoot his 2 from the previous foul by Carter Lee with the contact down low. Eisenhower, his first shot, does not go. Teammates checking up on him. His second shot. It does go, and he adds 1 to the Panthers scoreboard, 46-29. Panthers look like they've implemented a little bit of a press on their own. Colt Straka passes to Beckman, Beckman to Endorf, Endorf back to Beckman, Beckman to Straka, Straka to Dahlgren, Dahlgren to Lee. Lead to Dahlgren, his 3, it will go. He now leads the team in scoring with 16, 49-29. Bearcats up by 20. Bearcats with the press, broke it, Owens. His 2 will not go.
Ooh.
Looked like that one slipped out of Lee's hands a little bit. Leads him to the bad pass with a turnover included. Panthers No press this period. Change it up a little bit. Lee read the pass beautifully. Lee making contact. Owens with the foul. That will be his fourth trouble. Ben Johnson at the scores table checked in. Barrett possibly checking in for Owens. Lee's first does not go, hits front rim. Owens does not come out of the game, takes out Eisenhower. And Hendershot. In comes Barrett and Swanson. Lee's second shot. His does go. Makes it 50 points. We get 50 points for the Bearcats. Colt Straka with the pick. Good read by Straka. Lee with his three, trying to redeem himself. Owens with the rebound. And now they are back with the press. Murray overextended. Murray trying to chase down block, does not go. Boardman with his two is good. Makes it 50-31. Straka to Doggin to Johnson. Johnson driving the lane to Murray. Hard jab step. Doggin. Lee wanted that jumper. A little bit of Euro step. Murray with the rebound. His two will go. Murray joins the club again with 4, I do believe. Sullivan. Borgman to Swanson. Swanson kicks to Owens. Owens just back to Sullivan. Back to Barrett. Barrett trying to create space. Straka with the tip. And it stays with the Panthers. Borgman with the inbound. Straka picks up the steal. Free. Oh. A little bit. They're calling Straka for the trip or a little push. It's kind of tough when he's already tripping. I mean, that close contact, you got to call something.
Yep.
I mean, it's right there. And that's just tough. Sullivan, off key, trying to find some room. Borgman. To Swanson. Bearcat ball after Sullivan's three is no good. Krotzel, number 3, Jake Krotzel, sophomore, coming in for Ben Johnson, and Ian Piper, a junior, coming in for Jack Dalton. Coach Moronic changing up the court a little bit. This will be your starting lineup for next year. Except we have one senior, Justin Murray, on the floor. Krotzel's 3 up. Owens with the rebound. Sullivan to Swanson. Swanson pushing the floor. And then a blocking foul on Straka. Jake Hansen, number 15, coming in for Carter Lee, and Jordy Solaris, number 24, senior, coming in for Justin Murray. Colt Shocker coming in with the rebound, pushing the floor, just pushing the pace just a little bit in this fourth quarter. Piper moving it around on the, trying to find a spot. Piper with his three, just short. Eisenhower back to pushing the floor a little bit, loses the ball. Sullivan was a little bit of trouble. Morgan back up 3-point. Shock anticipating the pass. There's 2 and 1 with the foul. That is going to be on Jordy Solaris, his first. And you have number 22, Turner Bertrand, coming in for Colt Straka.
The basket by Eisenhower is good. He is out line to shoot a goal.
Eisenhower, his one goes, and they will have subs. Number 34. Winsley. I do not see him on the roster. He's Jordy, top of the key. Jordy passing to Kratzel. Kratzel trying to look for an open space. Back to Jordy. Jordy won that three. Looks like Turner Bertrand was not ready for that pass by Jordy Solares. Student man, I apologize for the first name basis. Turner Bertrand trying with the block. Graham's 2 will go. He is now on the board for the Panthers, 52-36. Bearcats lead by 16. Jordy trying to find. Jordy, his 2, just short. And it will be Panthers ball. Graham taking that top. Grasshorn, his 3 is no good. Trying to get for rebound. Jordy comes up with the ball after a loose ball. To Piper, Ian Piper. Solares trying to find an open pass. Back to Piper up top of the key. Piper taking it to Turner. Turner's open 3. Is it good? It's too short. Jordy, his 3. It will go. Jordy Solares is on the board with 3. Jordy with tough D, making it hard for the, and it stays Panthers' way.
I think Jordy has a big crowd tonight.
Oh yeah, 100%. You know, this kid came in from Gibbon, transferred in. We knew this kid had a little bit of specialty, and that is the game for Bearcat basketball. 55-36 is the score.
This is Bearcats Network Television, brought to you by Pinnacle Bank. We're going to be sending, after the break, we'll be sending Mitch on the floor.
got the victory, 55-36, a very successful second half. What was your favorite part about that second half, you would say?
I mean, it'd be hard to not cheer for Jordy Solares hitting that big three. You know, Jordy's a great kid. All of our guys were excited for that one. That's a big shot for him. Being able to come out here, he's a great practice player for us. Doesn't get a whole lot of time. And for him to have that moment's pretty cool. And he earned that one, and he made that one. He's been shooting it well. So that's pretty awesome to see from Jordy.
All right, now looking back at this game just a bit, against kind of Grand Island, you guys have slowly gotten your way back. You've had some big wins. You had, some could say, a pretty big win against Omaha Bryan. It may not have been big on the stat sheet, but it meant a lot. How does this momentum carry over so far from Bryan?
Bryan's a heck of a win. That's a heck of a team, and they're going to be a good team for a long time. But, no, I was just really proud of our kids coming out tonight. And, you know, Norfolk's play team's tough, especially in the first quarter and the second quarter. They've knocked down a lot of shots and made it tough on teams and been in games in the third, fourth quarter, and you can see why. They're kind of young. They make some shots. They stick around. But we got another tough one next week coming up. We got Old North Star coming to town. We go to North Star, and then we go to Benson. So another big week for us, and hopefully we can keep our momentum going through tonight here and also next week.
All right, thank you for joining us.
Yep, thanks, guys.
Kearney gets the victory, 55-36. We thank you for watching. I'm Mitchell. From the booth is Gavin and Kyler. We wish you a good night.